We're going to start today in downward facing dog, and just make sure that you can roll forward to a push-up without really moving the hands and the feet too much. Once you get your fingers spread wide apart, lift your hips, drop your heels, let your head hang. Keep pressing down into the hands and start to pedal out the feet. And as you pedal out your feet, start to just get in touch with the breath, just noticing it. Following your inhales through your nose and exhaling either through your nose or your mouth. Just a few more movements here. And then go ahead and let your heels get really heavy, pressing strongly into your hands, letting your head hang. And then very slowly, small steps with straight legs, begin to walk up to the top of your mat. Forward fold once you get there. And just let your arms and your head hang. You can bend your knees a little bit here if you'd like, or you can just keep them straight, depending on how your hamstrings are feeling right about now. And if your low back is bothering you at all, you can bend your knees, and that'll help with that as well. From here, bend your knees, let your arms dangle, roll yourself all the way up. Once you get there, inhale, reach your arms high. Take a little back bend. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, arms reach. And then exhale, open your arms, lead with your chest, come all the way down, release your head and neck. Place your hands on your shins, inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, fold. Step one leg back and then the other leg back. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, knees come down, chest and chin. Keep your elbows glued to your ribs. As you send your heart through your hands, drop your hips, press into your hands. Keeping a bend in the elbows. And on an exhale, tuck the toes, lift your hips, find your way back to downward facing dog. We're going to work into the hips a bit today. So let's inhale, reach your right leg high, bend the right knee, send the knee toward the sky, drop your right shoulder down. And just breathe right there, letting that hip open up, still pressing down through the left heel. You can either keep the knee still or you can make some circles with the knee, just to help things open up a bit. Take another breath here. And then inhale, square off the hips, straighten the right leg out. And then as you exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Drop your left knee down, top of the foot flat. Inhale here, come up on the fingertips. And bring the hands back down, tuck the back toes, step it back, downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Right away, bend that knee, stacking the left hip on top of the right. Drop your left shoulder down. Keep pressing into your hands, chest back toward your thighs. And then if you did it on the other side and you want to do it on this side, you can start making circles with that knee, or just let it hang here. Keep pressing down through the left shoulder. Good. And then inhale, square off the hips, extend that left leg out. And as you exhale, go ahead and step your left foot in between your hands, drop your right knee down, top of the foot flat. Coming up on the fingertips, letting your hips be really heavy here so you feel a nice stretch along the right quadricep, hip flexor. Good. Plant your hands down, step it back to your push-up. Inhale here. And then exhale, either lowering down the way that we just did or coming down into a low plank. And then inhaling to your cobra or rolling over the toes and coming into upward facing dog. Take a moment either in your cobra or your up dog. And if you're in your up dog, the tops of the feet are pressing down, the knees are up, the hips are up, the thighs are up. And then as you exhale, rolling over the toes, finding your way back to your down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. As you exhale, step the right foot in between your hands, heel toe that foot over toward the left hand, come to the outer edge of that left foot, coming into a pigeon prep. So that right knee is supposed to be up off of your mat, the hip is up, and the back knee is up as well. And you can rock a little bit from side to side. Pausing anywhere you need to, anywhere it feels good. Breathing your way through it. And then press down into your hands. Lift that right leg up and back once again. And then let it drop on down. Inhale, left leg lifts, point your toes. And as you exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Start to heel toe it over toward the right hand. Come to the outer edge of that right foot. And just breathing deeply here. Anytime I start working into the hips, it feels really good for me to exhale through my mouth. So maybe you can try that, and if that feels right for you, take an inhale through your nose, and then open your mouth and let it go. Doing that again, inhale, and exhale. Good. Go ahead and step that left foot back to meet the right, and then inhale to your push-up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lifting up. And then exhale, lifting the hips up and back, dropping the heels down. Inhale, come up on your toes, bend your knees. And as you exhale, go ahead and hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, fold. We're going to come into chair pose. Bring your feet all the way together. Start to bend your knees, reach your arms out beyond the ears, palms face one another, and lift your heart. Drop your hips back. Smile. Hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. Fold it down. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, step one leg back and then the other leg back. Inhale here. And exhale as you lower all the way down. Forehead touches down, tops of the feet flat. Reach back, interlace your fingers, and then lift your head up, lift your heart up. Just getting into the back. And when we're not using our hands, we're building the muscles in our back. So keep breathing, keep lifting. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, plant your hands, tuck your toes, make your way back to your down dog. In our downward dog, we're going to take the right ankle and cross it just above our left knee. And then press the hips back, press the right knee open. Hold it there and start to walk your hands back toward that left foot and start to drop the hips. You should really feel this now with the outer right thigh. So you can either keep it right here with the hands down, or you can bring your hands to your heart, lifting your chest, sitting the hips back, pushing your butt back so you get that stretch right at the outer thigh, IT band. Good, and then if you're okay here, reaching the arms up and over the ears, palms face one another. Really push the butt back. Good. Coming up, bring the right knee up. Take the left hand on the outside of the right knee. Bring the right fingertips toward the back of your mat. Just take a few breaths there. And slowly start to move your gaze off to the right. And then eventually over the right fingertips. And if you have the flexibility, you can take a hold of the foot and kick that right leg out. It's okay if you wobble around a bit. It just means you're working toward your edge. Just finding a way to make it work for you. Hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. Starting to make your way back around. Now if you have that knee bent, kick that leg out straight. Not holding the leg, just hold it here. Really reaching out through the right heel. Hold it for 3, for 2, and place that right ankle right above the knee again. Reach the arms high, press the hips back, and then go ahead and set that foot down. Forward fold at the back of your mat. Inhale, lift your heart, and exhale, fold. Go ahead and walk yourself out. Find your push-up. Take a big breath in, and then exhale, lift your hips. Heels are heavy. Just take a few breaths there, and just begin to notice how that right side of your body feels compared to the left. Release the hinge of your jaw, soften your face. Good, and when you're ready, start to put the weight in that right foot. Lift up that left leg, left ankle crosses over the right knee. Press into the hands, chest back toward your thighs. Press that left knee open. Letting your head just hang here. And from here, starting to walk the hands toward that right foot. Once you get there, start to bend that right knee, dropping the hips. You can flex through the left foot. And you can keep it here with the hands down, or you can slowly start to bring yourself up. Palms come together. Keep pressing the butt back, sitting the hips a little lower. You should feel this at the outer left thigh. Good, and if you're okay here, arms reach, palms face one another, hips drop back. Relax your shoulders. And then start to press through that standing leg, straightening the leg, and then bending the left knee. Go ahead and grab the left knee with the right hand. Left arm comes up and over. Reaching the left fingertips behind you, and then slowly working on moving your gaze. And if you came into the leg with the leg straight on the other side, you can already come into it on this side, kicking that leg straight, reaching out through the left fingertips, standing strong. Find something to focus on. Come back to your breath. You got this. Very slow movements. Slowly coming back around. Keep that leg where it is. If it's bent, straighten out that leg. Kick through the left heel. This time reach the fingertips toward the sky. Hold it for 3, for 2. Keep breathing. And coming back into where we started. Left ankle crossing over the right knee. Send the hips way back. Drop your hips a little lower. Relax your face. Hold it for 3, for 2. And go ahead and release. Fold forward. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, folding. Taking a shoulder stretch, interlacing your hands back behind you. Lift the hands up off your low back. Let your head hang. And then go ahead and bring the hands back down to the low back and down in front of you. Walk yourself out. There you go. Take a breath in. And then exhale, lift your hips. Inhale, right leg lifts. As you exhale, this time we're going to bring the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, re-extend. And then exhale, right knee to the left elbow. Inhale one more time. And then exhale. Right foot in between your hands. Come on up, high lunge. Inhaling. And this time we're going to exhale. We're going to drop that left hand down. We're going to take a twist, reaching up through the right fingertips. From here, keep looking up. We're going to roll to the outside edge of the left foot, and we're going to start to wiggle the right foot toward the middle of our mat, turning out to the right. Press the hips high. Keep on breathing. One more inhale. And as you exhale, bring that right hand down, step it back, down dog. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale to your push-up. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, lifting your heart, cobra or up dog. And exhaling, coming on back, downward dog. Take 3 breaths. Really pressing into your hands for the next few inhalations and exhales. One more inhale. And softening the hinge of the jaw with your exhale. And then inhale, left leg lifts. As you exhale, rocking to that plank, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, crossing that left knee under the body to the right elbow. Inhale. And exhale. Stepping the left foot in between the hands. Getting ready for our high lunge. Inhale, press down through the feet. Sink your hips. Gazing off. Nice soft focus with the eyes. Take a big breath in. Keep that left hand up, bring the right hand down. Exhale as you twist. Press down through the right hand, reaching up through the left fingertips. Keep gazing at the left fingertips. Start to roll to the outside edge of your right foot. Wiggle the left toes off to the left and press your hips high. One more inhale. And as you exhale, find your way back to your down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. As you exhale, step that right knee right behind the right wrist, coming into pigeon. And you can play with the foot a little bit. The closer to the groin, the easier the stretch will be. And if you're more flexible, you can actually bring your shin parallel with the top of your mat, but you want your hips to stay squared off. So if they're not squared, just pull your heel in just a little bit. If you need to, you can place a blanket underneath the right hip. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, folding down for just 3 breaths. Take 2 more nice, long, slow breath cycles. Relax your face. Let's just take a few more breaths here. Can your hips get a little heavier? You find somewhere to soften. So you can stay right here, or if you'd like to come up for a variation, you can start to walk the hands up, lifting your heart. Find a little more space around the spine and the sides of the body. And you can bend that back knee if you're taking it to the next step. And you can reach back to the top of that foot, and maybe you're just holding onto the toes, or maybe you can wiggle the toes into the inside of that elbow, and you can stay right there. You're probably really feeling that on the left quadricep muscles. You can stay there, or you can take it even further. And if you can stay balanced, you can reach that right arm up, bend the elbow, and reaching for the left fingertips. Keeping your chest squared toward the front of your mat. Hold it here for 3, for 2, And go ahead and gently, very carefully release. Bring the hands back down, tuck the back toes, step it on back to your downward dog. And then right away, inhale, bring your left leg high. As you exhale, that left knee comes right behind the left wrist. Start to make any adjustments that you need to make. Remember, the closer the heel is to your groin, the easier it's going to be. The more flexibility you have, as long as you can keep your hips stable, you can start to work that shin bone parallel to the top of your mat. But if you cannot keep your hips level, just go ahead and bring it back in. And you'll notice one day is different than the other. Every day is different. So take a few breaths here. Inhale, lift your heart. Find that space in the body. Let it go. One more big breath in. And as you exhale, walk the hands out. You can stay up on the elbows, or maybe you're just going to stay right here. But if you can, just come down a little further. Relax the right leg. And just watching your breath, exhaling through the mouth anytime you need to. Softening the muscles around the eyes, and the forehead, the cheeks, and the jaw. You can stay right here if you don't want to take the variation, or you can begin to come into the variation if you did it on the other side, slowly walking yourself up. Really lifting your heart, finding that space through the sides of your body. And then go ahead and bend that right knee. You can reach back for the top of that foot, maybe just holding it here, it's fine. Or you can start to work the toes in the crook of the elbow. And make sure your hips stay steady. So you may need something underneath that left hip to keep you steady. And if you're nice and stable here, you can reach that left arm up, bend at the elbow, look for the right fingertips, work on squaring your chest to the center, to the front of the mat. Relaxing the front of that right leg as best as you can. One more big breath in. And gently go ahead and release that. Place the hands down, tuck the back toes. Ooh, stretch it up and back into your downward dog. And we'll take 3 breaths here. And just noticing now how the entire body feels, maybe pedaling at the feet a bit. Add one more vinyasa. Inhale to your push-up. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, lift that heart. And then this time, exhale it back into your child's pose. So you can just rest here. You can either keep the knees together or wide. You can make a pillow with your hands and rest your head down. You can reach the arms far forward and rest your head down. Just make sure that you're completely comfortable. We're going to end it here today, so just take a moment for yourself to give your body a chance to absorb all of the benefits of that hip opening class. I hope that you enjoyed it. Have a great day.